Hello dear students, welcome to Tejomay YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain two important concepts. One is Biot-Savart's law and second one is the magnetic field produced due to circular current carrying conductor on its axis. Okay, so we are going to find out the magnetic field formula. Okay, for this you should know few basic things. So along with the concept, I will explain the basic things and we will derive the expression of magnetic field also. So this concept is from the chapter Moving Charges and Magnetism. Moving charges and magnetism. This is the fourth chapter from second PUC physics subject. Okay. So here I am going to take up the concept that as I have already told you, that is Biot-Savart's law, and it is pronounced as Biot-Savart's law. Okay, so here he is silent. So we pronounce it as Biot-Savart's law. Okay, so this Biot-Savart's law gives you the formula for magnetic field produced by a current carrying conductor. Okay, let me explain that. So here we have a current carrying conductor of length L. So the current through this conductor is I. Let us consider like that. And from right hand thumb rule, we can get to know that is direction of magnetic field produced due to the conductor is like this. Okay. So let us consider I need to find out the magnetic field at this particular point due to this conductor. So I am not going to consider the total length of the conductor because I don't know the length of the conductor. Whether it is 10 kilometer or 10 meter or 10 centimeter or 10 millimeter, we don't know. So let me consider a small current element here. The length of the element here is dl and IDL is called current element. IDL is called current element. Okay, current element. Do remember this. When the charge moves, it produces magnetic field as well as electric field. Yes or no? In the first chapter, you have already studied whether the charge is at rest or motion. It produces electric field. But if it has to produce magnetic field, the charge should be moving with some accelerated motion. Okay. So here, when the charge moves, it produces magnetic field around it. Here we are only talking about magnetic field, not the electric field. So here the magnetic field produced at this particular point P due to current element I dl, small length dl, will be dB. Okay, so here the distance from the current element to P, let me consider it as R. Okay, current through the current element is I, and the angle between the distance between these 2 points means this point or the current element and this point P is R, and the angle between these two is theta. The angle between current element IDL and the R is theta. Clear? Now, according to Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field produced here will be directly proportional to the magnitude of current flowing through it. How much current is flowing through the current element? Okay, is it 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere? So it depends on I. Second thing, according to Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field produced at this particular point P is directly proportional to length of the current element, because here we are finding dB because of dl. Small length element, if it increases or decreases, dB varies, so it depends on that also. Third thing, dB is also dependent on theta. How? Sin theta. If theta is 0, sin 0 is 0, then magnetic field on the conductor is 0. Or if sin 180, if theta is 180 degree also, means the point is present on the conductor, then also sin 180 is 0, then magnetic field produced is 0. Magnetic field on the conductor is 0. That is the meaning of that. And fourth thing, that is dB is inversely proportional to this distance square, means r square. This distance square. So combining all this, I get dB is directly proportional to I, directly proportional to dl, directly proportional to sin theta, and inversely proportional to r square. Then dB is equal to, if I remove this proportional sign, I will get a constant. What is the constant? Mu naught by 4 pi. It's a constant. Its value is 10 to the power minus 7 units. I dl sin theta by r square. Just like electric field, we get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, right? In the same manner, here we have mu naught by 4 pi. Okay, so its value is mu naught by 4 pi value is 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. Clear? So this is the value of mu naught by 4 pi. And what is the value of mu naught? It is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla meter per ampere. So that is the value of mu naught. Okay. Then this is called Biot-Savart's law. If they ask you, this is very important for 3 marks. This is very important for 3 marks board examination. Okay. So if they ask you state and explain Biot-Savart's law, you have to state, you have to draw the diagram. After that, you have to tell, you have to write it in what is that sentence form. That is, the magnetic field produced due to current carrying conductor is directly proportional to current through the conductor. Secondly, it is directly proportional to length of the current element, directly proportional to sin of an angle made by the what is this position vector of this point from the current element and direction of current at this particular point, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between the point and the current element. If you combine, you will get this. Ultimately, you have to write this formula. So this is called Biot-Savart's law. Okay. I hope this one is clear. Okay. If they ask you to write the Biot-Savart's law in vector form, how to write it? Okay. Let me write the Biot-Savart's law in vector form. Biot-Savart's law in vector form. In vector form. Okay. Do remember one thing, dear students. We already know A cross B is equal to A B sin theta. Okay. So I am going to make use of this formula here. Actually, into n cap will come. So product of two vectors. It can be a scalar and a vector. Since it is a vector product, we will get n cap into n cap. Okay. Here in this case, if I take dB, according to Biot-Savart's law, it is given by mu naught by 4 pi. Mu naught by 4 pi. What is that? I dl sin theta divided by r square, isn't it? Now, directly if you want to write this in vector form, okay, let's consider this magnitude is 1, so let it be. So AB sin theta, here also we have I dl sin theta. Can I write I cross dl? No, because I is not a scalar, nor it is a vector also. It is a tensor. Okay, so we can't write like that. So what I will do is, I will take one more parameter, that is R. Multiply by R and divide by R, so that you will get dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl R sin theta divided by R square into R cube. Okay, then dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl R sin theta. AB sin theta can also be written as A cross B. The same manner here, dl R sin theta can also be written as dl cross R divided by R cube. So this is in vector form. This is the vector form of Biot-Savart's law. This is the vector form of Biot-Savart's law. I hope you have understood this. If you have any doubt, you can text in the comment section. Okay. Now, I am going to explain you one of the most important derivations from this chapter. In this chapter, for board examination especially, we have two important 5 marks questions. In that one, I am going to explain today. Okay, listen carefully. Now, what is the question? The question is like this. Derive an expression for magnetic field. Magnetic field produced due to circular current loop on its axis. Very important derivation. So let me consider a circular current loop. See, so if I consider a circular current loop like this, so I can't draw like this, but let me consider like this. It is not the circular loop like this, but it is like this. Do remember, the plane of the circular loop is perpendicular to the plane of the board. Understood? The circular loop is like this. So if I consider current element on it, the circular current loop is like this. Okay. Then I am going to consider a current element here, AB, and one more current element here, A dash, B dash. And we need to find out the magnetic field on its axis. Let me consider the axis. The axis will be like this. Okay, so this is the axis. At one particular point, what is the magnetic field? Okay, so let me consider the radius of the circular loop is R, and this perpendicular distance from the center of the loop, to this particular point P is X. Okay, and then this distance is A. Similarly, this distance is also A. This distance is also A. So this is P. This is A. This is also A. Now we need to find out the magnetic field here. What is the direction of magnetic field? Let me write the direction of magnetic field at this particular point. So since the coil is like this AB is not like this actually. The AB is like this. Okay, the coil is surrounded like this. At this particular point, the direction of current, if I consider like this, okay. So at this particular point, direction of current is like this according to right hand thumb rule. direction of magnetic field will be like this. Okay, so here at this particular point, magnetic field lines will be in this direction. This is direction of magnetic field due to this current element AB at this particular point. Similarly, for this one, current element A dash B dash, the direction of current will be like this. So at this particular point, the direction of current is like this. Let me consider it as dB dash. Let me consider it as dB dash. Then here we need to find out the magnetic field due to total conductor. If I take only for these two elements, okay, let me calculate the dB value and dB dash value by using Biot-Savart's law. Okay, so from Biot-Savart's law, we have dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta divided by a square r square. So from Biot-Savart's law, just go through that Biot-Savart's law. We have taken the distance here r square, that is the distance between the point P and the current element. So earlier it was r, here it is a, so we write a square. There it was r, so we have written r square. Here r is given to the radius of the circular loop. So here the distance is given by a, so we write a square. And one more thing, what is this theta? Theta is the angle between the current carrying conductor. Here we have considered current carrying conductor. So this distance r and this angle is called theta, right? Here the direction of AB is like this. Circular loop is like this, right? Not like this, it is like this. So at this particular point, we have AB and A is like this. Okay, AB is like this. This is circular loop, and A is like this. So what is the angle between those two? 90 degree. So here theta value will be 90 degree. In the same manner here also theta value will be 90 degree. So here it is 90 degree. In the same manner, let me write dB dash magnetic field due to this current element, that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. Current is same, current is flowing through it, that is I dl sin, here also it 90 degree divided by distance a square. Distance a square, it is 90 degree. So therefore here dB value and dB dash value is same. dB value and dB dash value is same. So I can write dB is equal to dB dash is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin 90 is 1 divided by a square. Mu naught by 4 pi I dl by a square. Sin 90 is 1. Okay, so we have got the formula. No, not it, because we have to find out the magnetic field due to the whole circular current loop. Means here we have AB, and what about this part? What about this part? What about this part? Every part of this conductor is producing magnetic field. Means we need to find out the total magnetic field due to the coil. Here we have calculated the magnetic field due to single current element IDL. So what I will do, I resolve this and I integrate the dB value so that I get magnetic field. Let me take dB along x-axis and y-axis. So if I take along y-axis, this theta is, let me consider this angle is phi, this angle is also phi, and this angle will be equivalent to this angle phi, this angle phi. Okay, now component of magnetic field dB along x-axis will be how much? dB sin theta along phi. It's not theta, it is phi. Here dB cos phi. Here same dB dash sin phi along y-axis minus dB dash cos phi. Why minus? Because it is negative y-axis, positive y-axis, positive x-axis. Here, since dB and dB dash are same, cos phi are same, these two will cancel out each other. Okay, here we have negative dB value, here we have positive dB value. The y component of magnetic fields cancel each other, so we have to add up the x components of magnetic field produced due to the whole conductor. Okay, I am going to do that now.
So just pause the video and take a look at it. Okay, later you can continue whatever I write here. Okay, now.
Total magnetic field is given by magnetic field components along x-axis due to the whole conductor, that is integration of dB sin phi or dB dash sin phi, whatever it may be. So dB sin phi. So that is equal to integration. What is dB? dB is mu naught by 4 pi I dl by a square, because this distance is a square, and that into sin phi. Okay. So from diagram we can write this angle is 90 degree. So sin phi is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So sin phi is equal to opposite r by a. Therefore we can write B is equal to integration of mu naught by 4 pi I dl by a square into sin phi is r by a. So solve this. Look at this. Here mu naught by 4 pi is constant. Let us consider current through the loop is constant. A square into a cube, that is also constant, and r is the radius of the loop, that is also constant. Let me take out all the constant terms outside. So B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I into r divided by a square into integration of dl. What is the integration of dl? Sum of all small length elements, dl plus dl plus dl plus dl plus dl. So will give you the total circumference of the loop. If it is circular, the circumference will be equal to 2 pi r, means integration of dl value is equal to 2 pi r. So I can write mu naught by 4 pi. Okay, so I into r divided by a square into a cube. A square into a cube, this is a cube into integration of dl value is what? 2 pi r. So r into r is r square. Okay, so that's it. Now here if you consider a value, what is a? This length. So can I write a is equal to square root of r square and x square? From Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to this square plus this square, and if you take this square this side, it will become square root. So there I can substitute here. So a value is r square plus x square. So square root can also be written as 1 by 2. Let me substitute that here. If I substitute that here, I get b is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I 2 pi r square divided by a value is how much? R square plus x square power 1 by 2. Already 3 is there, so 3 by 2. So this is the formula for magnetic field produced due to a circular current carrying loop on its axis. Very important derivation. So if you have not understood properly, do let me know in the comment section. If it is clear, do let me in the comment section, so it will be happy for me and it will motivate me to do more such videos. Thank you. With this, I am going to end this video.